Tornado damage. Yesterday, as the storm went through this portion of St. Louis, we saw what's called a tornadic debris signature. So that is debris that's been lofted into the air by the tornado. So that's why we're almost certain that it's a tornado that went through here today. We're going to be going up and down the tornado path, trying to see what was damaged, how damaged it was, and based off of that information, get some idea about the intensity of the tornado as it came through. At this point, we haven't done any of the surveying yet. That's what we're just starting now, and so we don't have any information on the intensity of the tornado just yet. But from what I can tell just driving here today, it looks like it was relatively wide. I'd estimate at least 100-mile-an-hour winds at this point. I'm sure it'll be higher than that, but that's sort of what we know thus far. We're going to be out here all day today trying to figure out what exactly happened.
Talk about the tools that you use in the survey process.
So the main tool that we use, it's called the Damage Assessment Toolkit, and essentially what we'll do is look at everything that's damaged. So we'll say, was this a house, was it a building, like a strip mall building, something like that, and then we'll see how damaged it was. Was the roof ripped off? Were the walls knocked down? Is the building completely leveled? And then based on how much damage that was, we can estimate what the wind speeds were at that point. And so that's the primary tool that we're using to assess damage.
On manpower and workforce, do you have enough staff to rotate through shifts to relieve each other? Are you just going all the way through the night? How is that looking?
Yeah, so at the National Weather Service, we're 24/7. We've always got 2 people on staff at all times. Yesterday during the tornado, we had about 10 people in the office, so it was kind of all hands on deck getting the warnings out. But then we continue to have folks in the office in the evening and the overnight hours, again, because we've got to watch the weather at all times. And then, yeah, we're out here today. We've still got people in the office, and then we've got Alex and myself out here doing the survey today.
How far of a path are you looking at for the distance the tornado traveled?
So based on what we can tell on radar, it looks like the tornado probably touched down somewhere near Clayton, maybe just to the east of Clayton a little bit. Obviously went through this area. There are some indications that it may have crossed the river and gotten into Granite City, and so we'll be going up and down that path today, trying to figure out exactly where the tornado started and ended.
Timing-wise, how do you get into this area? Like, because it's kind of like natural disaster.
Is the storm unique to the area?
Yeah.
I mean, we get tornadoes in the center part of the country, really across most of the United States, east of the Rocky Mountains. Tornadoes are really, we get plenty of them. We've had, I think this year alone, we've had something like 30 tornadoes just in our area. And it has been an active year, and it's been a year with stronger than normal tornadoes as well. But I would not say it's something unique to the area.
Timing-wise, how are you and your workers going to break down actually surveying every part that's been damaged today?
It's going to be a long day. So our plan is to start here. We are going to work our way to the east and just try to get as much done as we can. It's tough to say how long it's going to take because I just don't know everything that's damaged just yet. We're going to try to be as quick as we can. We're not going to be able to survey every single point because then we would be here forever. And so we're going to be looking for, really what we want to know is the length of the path, how wide the path was, and then where the worst damage was, because ultimately it's the worst damage that's going to allow us to rate this tornado.
What can our viewers do to help?
The biggest thing I would say is stay out of the way of first responders. That's what's most important. That's why we're out here today instead of yesterday. Is we wanted to give the first responders plenty of time to focus on saving lives, helping people that are trapped in their homes and things like that. So I would think the biggest thing would be stay away if you don't need to be around.
Some people remarked about
helicopters. What do you guys do anything overhead?
We do not do anything overhead. No, we're entirely on the ground doing these surveys.
Some people remarked about the speed of how quickly it kind of came into the area. Did we have enough advance notice? And can you talk about the technology or infrastructure that goes into the alert system? Are you confident that the right people got the right notice yesterday?
So I can tell you from the National Weather Service perspective, they were very fast-moving storms. We issued our tornado warning approximately at 2:34 p.m., I believe. Based on radar, I would estimate that the tornado probably touched down about 7 or 8 minutes after that. So that's how long the lead time was on our warning. In terms of people getting the information, I don't have much on that, but maybe Sarah can provide a little bit more on that.
So we do know when the watch. Oh, sorry, Sarah Russell, Commissioner of Emergency Management for the City of St. Louis. We do know the watch went out well before the warning did, so we were issuing on our Notify STL mobile platform, and then when the warning was issued by the National Weather Service, it was also including of a wireless emergency alert, which goes through the cell towers and hits any phone that's connected on that. We also issued the warning through our Notify STL platform to all of our subscribers in the city of St. Louis, and that is just over 200,000 contacts within that system. So we ask people to have that layered approach of getting the notifications. The NOAA weather radios is another avenue that we have and we encourage people to have. And then we do have the sirens as well, which are really targeted for people who are outdoors at the time of a tornado warning or a destructive tagged severe thunderstorm.
As you were driving around last night, this morning, all that, are you surprised that more people didn't get hurt?
I'm always thankful that more people didn't get hurt. I think that's a testament to the messaging that the Weather Service puts out, the support we have from local meteorologists and media, and the preparedness of people in our city and surrounding communities. As we get out and look at the damage today, we're definitely going to be thankful that there weren't more people injured. And we do acknowledge that we do have several lives lost with this storm. We've been fortunate. The question earlier about was this unique? We know we have a long history with storms as severe or more severe than this. So it's always front of our mind, and that's why we've been focused primarily on issues of life safety as we got started with the response.
Is there any update on the number of deaths?
Sorry?
Is there any update on the number of deaths?
No, we don't have that information now. They may have that at a later press conference this morning, but our primary is to get you some information from the National Weather Service and understand what we're going to do on the ground today as far as assessing the storms.
Commissioner, there was a request from officials yesterday for people to stay off of their cell phones. Can you describe what the technology was going through? Was it a bandwidth issue? Too many people on their service? Was the physical infrastructure damaged? Why were people needed to come off of that? What was going on?
My understanding was that there was physical damage to the infrastructure. We do have some additional technology that was brought in last night to help amend and patch, if you will, that technology so that we could have people get more calls and texts through. We always talk about, in preparedness that can be an issue, and looking for alternate means to reach out to people. That's one reason why we encourage people to have an out-of-state contact. If it was a network issue where we couldn't get calls across the city, you may be able to get a call out. So having people check in there or using text messages as an alternate, because it uses different technology to get the messages through.
On assistance, I don't know if this is your purview, but on assistance.
Okay, that is a live news conference happening right now. You just heard from Commissioner Sarah Russell with the city's emergency management team, her and the National Weather Service holding this briefing there at the incident command post at Delmar and Kings Highway just hours after a likely tornado tore through St. Louis. You heard from Ben Herzog with the National Weather Service, who does say a tornado probably touched down first near Clayton and then kind of went through the Richmond Heights area through North St. Louis and may have even gotten as far east into Granite City, Illinois. At this point, officials are saying it is too early to determine if this was actually a tornado, the tornado's strength or its exact path, but that's what crews are out working to determine here this morning. Survey teams are just getting their work started, as you heard. So because this damage is so widespread, officials are asking for space as they process these scenes hit by a likely tornado yesterday afternoon. They say today's focus is to document the damage and gather data needed to confirm the storm's intensity. Of course,